Hello, and thank you for choosing Bosch Remote Diagnostics. In this video, we'll show you how to use the portal to manage your account. This guide assumes you have already created your garage account. First, go to the portal by typing the address shown on screen into any web browser, www.bosch-remotediagnostics.com. Once the page loads, click the Login button and sign in using the same single key ID you used when creating the garage account. You'll land on the Requests page. In the future, this is where you'll see all of your booked and completed requests. For now, let's focus on building your team. To do that, click the menu icon, the 3 lines in the top left corner. This menu is where all the management functions can be found. To continue with setting up your team, click on the My Remote option, then Team to open the Team Management view. Here you'll see your team members from the training management system listed with a pending status. To activate them, you need to send each person an invitation to accept the terms and conditions. First, click to select a team member from the list. This opens their details. Before you continue, notice the Enable as Company Administrator checkbox. Checking this box will give that person management rights, allowing them to purchase credits and manage other users. Only enable this for trusted administrators. Once you've decided on their role, double-check that their details are correct, especially the email address, and click Send Invitation Code. That employee will then receive an email with instructions to connect their account. After they complete the steps, their status here will change to active and they'll be ready to go. To add a new team member who isn't on the list, click the Add Associate button. This opens a panel for you to enter their information. Now, a very important note about the email address. If your team member already has a Bosch single key ID, for example from using EasyTronic SDA, you must use that specific email address here. This ensures all their permissions are linked correctly. If they don't have a single key ID, that's fine. The invitation email will guide them through creating one. As before, you can check the Enable as Company Administrator box to give them management rights. Pay attention to the Send Invitation Mail checkbox. To invite and activate the user right away, tick this box. If you leave it unticked, they will only be added to your list as inactive, and you will have to send them an invitation later. Once all the details are correct, click Save to create the new user and send their invitation. They will now appear on your list with a pending status. This means the invitation has been sent, but they cannot access the system yet. After the employee follows the link in their invitation email, their status will change to active and they will be ready to log in. The final step of your basic setup is to add your hardware. Go back to the main menu at the top left and this time select Hardware in the My Remote menu. Click the Add Device button. Then select your device type from the list and enter its 9-digit serial number. You will also see a required field for manufacturing date. This information isn't needed by the system, so to make it easy, simply select today's date here and move on. Click Save to add the device. If you have multiple devices, just repeat this process for each one. Once your hardware is listed, you can set one as your default by clicking the star icon next to it. This will be your pre-selected device for new sessions, but you can still choose any of your other devices when you start a job. And that's it. Your basic account setup is now complete. Your next step is to start your first remote session. Be sure to watch our other video guides where we'll show you exactly how to create a session and connect your hardware.